That is true.
That's probably fair. I could try to summarize because I have the different parts of all the different perspectives, I guess. So, all right. My notes here, and my camera's not go. Oh, my camera's not. I'm sorry. When I said I was gonna plug my camera in, I
Don't
actually
worry
didn't
about
plug
it.
it back in yet. So, next week for sure.
Cool.
All right. You ready to rock, Lorna?
Yep, we're
Everyone,
already good.
cool. Is everyone else good to go?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's settle back in. So, last week we left off where you guys were continuing your search for the forges to melt the Atlantean steel that will help you ultimately forge a trident that it will act as a gate, a key to a portal to Atlantis, or and potentially you're hoping some kind of key or information or solution to the problem with the Kraken that has awoken. As you explore through the dungeon, dealing with the awful smell and disgust as you get deeper and deeper into the temple, you finally made your way into this odd room with these uh, with a familiar raging water and familiar wheels that you could spin. But these behaved slightly different, and it ended up having to separate the group into almost three separate parties as they try to communicate across the loud noising of the rushing water, and coordinate their efforts to spin the wheels and allow their team further ahead, unknowing what their team inside would discover. Cronus and Faye bravely entered and moved forward, and unbeknownst to them, that their jobs on the outside was not much easier, where they had to deal with their own concerns besides just spinning a wheel. So, as they groups outside spin the next set of wheels, a familiar screech and cawing and clacking came from behind you, and several Sahagins sort of flooded the room and charging after those spinning the wheels and allowing Cronus and Faye further in. uh, Ezekiel, Anika, Lorna, and Josel stuck to the plan. I want to say kudos to the group. I think this is the first time you came up with a plan and you stuck with the plan the whole way through. And Ezekiel and Anika were able to make quick work of the Sahagin, getting Josel and Lorna enough time to get to the third wheel, ultimately allowing Cronus and Faye into their final room where there's two levers to allow the wheels to begin locking into place, so they don't no longer would have to be held. But it also revealed Sheldrock and two Chules, uh, which some desperate and clever thinking. Faye thunderstepped beyond the enemies, taking Cronus with them, grabbing one of the levers, and Cronus not far behind, grabbing the other lever. They were able to engage it and then um, focus on one enemy at a time to try to save themselves. As the fight got tougher and tougher, Cronus cast darkness upon himself, and it gave Faye and Cronus the perfect advantage to whittle their enemies down when they were previously overmatched. Outside, as the wheels were finally all done, the Josel and Lorna made quick thinking of grabbing the levers and flipping them and returning back to where they came and finishing off the remaining of the Sahagin. As they round the bend to see what had happened to their partners, Cronus and Faye, they saw them in a black bubble and surrounded by very large creatures, which they quickly rejoined, and as the group was reunited, um, finished off all the beasts fairly fast. Lorna raged quite a bit, but didn't kill anything, I don't think.
No.
I think a few.
Maybe one or two, but not much.
Not enough.
I
Oh
yeah.
shoot! But it was yeah, it was fun. So you guys wrapped up, I think, and if I remember correctly, did you guys try to take a short rest right afterwards? And then you guys that's when you discovered that your short rest, you were not unable to take a short rest? Or was that earlier in the adventure? Yes,
That was
yesterday.
earlier. That was just
Okay.
before this.
Only thing I know, like, I removed some poison. Other than that, I think it's pretty much just been right out of the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, gotcha. So Ezekiel and Cronus are still poisoned, per what I'm keeping track of. So, but you guys are probably really close to rolling again for that because, you know what? Just for simplicity, let's go ahead and just re-roll. You guys go ahead and make your con saves. Just so we'll say time has passed. You guys are recovering and making your way through, and just so I don't have to forget at the beginning of the session. Okay, Cronus, you feel like you finally have shaken off the effects of the poison, the illness, the stench and the filth, but it's still unbearable. Hopefully, it doesn't come back later. And then I need a con save from you, Ezekiel, as well. Not sure if we are missing them. Oh, and you also, Ezekiel, were able to shake off the effects of the poison. Stench is awful, and you're sure it's going to get worse. But for now, you seem to be able to muster and keep your stomach down. So, you guys reunite. Cronus starts harvesting some of the paralytic and poisons from the tools. What else would the rest of you like to do as you guys are in a somewhat quiet room compared to before?
Is there a door anywhere?
Yeah, it leads where you guys are all where Cronus and Lorna is. There is the hall just keeps going in that direction now. There is a door that kind of leads to another long tunnel.
Shall we press forward?
Mm-hmm.
It's probably the best bet.
All right.
All right.
All right. As you guys continue through the doorway and into the next series of tunnels and hallways that take you deeper into the temple, you're starting to see more and more imagery of forge and fire and things that kind of make you believe that you're really getting close now. But after some time, things start to look all the same. The images are repeating themselves, and you guys are starting to think that you have passed here before, or that is that the same symbol, or is it a different one? Or it's you guys are starting to doubt your way.
Caught in the genjutsu.
It's been some time. Who's leading the way right now? Who would be going first, or who would like to go first?
I guess Josel.
Okay.
He ain't scared.
Go for it.
I'll
What was
stay at
that?
the back since I'm going to be slow, actually.
Okay. I thought Cronus said he was doing something special. Briefly.
I said I was going to be up front with Josel.
Okay.
I'll be in
fair.
the middle.
All right. So, you're coming through the tunnels, and you come to a path where you have to go left or right, and it's again, you're starting to get turned around. What do you want to do, Joseph? What do you do? Do you, as you come up to this branch, do you pick a direction? What would you like?
How far does the halls go on both directions?
It seems that the walls have now that you've been getting turned around, the walls don't go through long stretches before they bend immediately again. It's starting to feel very labyrinth-like, very on purpose to not give you great perception. That's why you guys are starting to get inside your head, you're starting to freak out, or you're starting to think possibly that you're. I'm not going to tell you what you're feeling, but you're starting to think that you might be repeating paths.
Shit. Usually, when I play other characters in Dungeons and Dragons, I usually have chalk, but I don't have chalk on this.
Oh,
Shit.
Well,
Yeah,
you know
I'm
what?
just gonna put a candle down.
I mean, we have a shit ton of stuff in the bag of holding. I'm sure there's something we could just start dropping. We have herbs. We have
Why do
20
we-
pounds of rock meat.
Rock meat.
Let's do that because it's probably
I
spoiled and
forgot
done.
about that.
Yeah.
I forgot.
It's been in there for a while.
Maybe it'll be an improvement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's air out the bag of holding and start dropping chunks of rotten rock meat. Not it.
One.
I will do it since I could just go into the bag.
I'm walking away. I do not want to smell this.
I'm walking at the back anyways, you guys. I'm slower than Anika right now.
Why are you
Faster.
Why are you slower than Anika?
Because I went into frenzied
'Cause
rage.
she's at level 2 exhaustion.
Yep.
Ooh, oh
Yep.
boy.
Oh yeah.
How does that work when you're swimming?
It's like I'm.
So
barely
she would
swimming.
have quarter speed?
No, I would still have half speed.
It
But
would just be 10 now.
Yeah.
So quarter speed.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah, it's fun.
All right. So, what would you guys like to do? Are you you're at a crossroads? You keep going brazenly forward, and just keep, or you can do what you like.
Think we're Hansel and Greteling this shit.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we still need to pick a direction, though.
Which one did we go last at?
If you're going based off which direction you went last time, the left was the last direction you went.
We go the other way.
Okay.
Okay.
Everyone's cool.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm cool with it.
I'm dropping rotted rock meat every like 30 feet or so.
The
Okay.
hell is that?
Oh. This was gonna,
Forgetfulness?
it was going to be dinner at one point, probably. It was a monster we killed. Way back.
Forgetfulness.
I gotta get a pencil here. I know we're theater of the minding this because huge maps on Roll20 suck. But I also won't lose track of what you guys are doing. Okay. So you guys go right. It again bends a couple times. It's going right, left, right, left. And several minutes keep passing as you guys get deeper and deeper until you come to another branch where you guys can go left or right. It's another fork. You will also see some at this fork pictures of looks like almost like fire or beings made out of fire.
Carved in the wall.
A silhouette of like a humanoid with like flames coming off of them.
That way?
I guess fire elementals might protect the forge. I guess that makes sense.
It
Uh-huh.
does.
Makes sense. I'm following behind everybody.
Oh, this will be fun to deal with.
Are you guys just choosing a direction, or are you guys dropping anything?
I am dropping rock meat.
At every decision, there's rock meat dropped.
Yep. We got 20 pounds of it.
All right. So which way are you going? guys.
Whichever way has the fire elemental picture.
The symbol is like you're coming up, and then you see this as you walk out the hallway that you've been walking down, and then to the left you have a path to your left and a path to the right. The elemental itself is not more to one hall versus the other hall. It's
Okay.
just kind of right when you come out.
Is there any discernible difference between the three directions?
You're welcome.
Anything on the floor, anything on the walls?
You're welcome to make a perception check.
Yeah.
9.
See nothing besides the imagery that I already described to you. Nothing more. No other suggestions.
So like the elemental isn't looking one way or another; it's looking straight ahead.
It's not enough features.
Oh, okay.
It's a very rough like silhouette of a humanoid in fire. It's very crude.
Yeah.
It's not.
I can make a suggestion. If we just keep going the same direction, like if we keep taking rights, worst case scenario, we just turn back around. We won't get lost. It'll just take a longer time.
That's fine with me.
Okay.
So we're going left because we went left before?
Sounds like a plan.
All right, so
Left.
for now on, we're taking
you went right
left.
before. You went
Oh.
right before.
All right, we're taking right. We're going right. And we're going to keep taking rights until we get somewhere.
Okay.
If we wind up back where we started, we're going to start taking lefts.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
put a...
Sure.
I'm putting a larger chunk of rock meat there.
All right. Again, the hallway starts twisting you, and you're going left, right, right, various different directions until you feel. Let's actually see how well you're keeping your bearings as you're kind of going through these halls. Do whoever's leading, go ahead and do a survival check.
Sure one.
Fuck yeah.
You're keeping a good head on your shoulders. It's very disorienting, with no natural light and being down here as long as you guys have. But you're keeping your wits about you, Josel. So you do come to another branch fork. This one again, you start to see more imagery of men that are spinning these wheels and these forges that are just in bright flames, casting grand silhouettes. So basically, you get these bright red forges in the background, and in the foreground, you're having these little silhouettes of people spinning these wheels.
What the heck do you think the wheel spinning is? Because the forges are easy, but are they weaving something?
I mean, we've ran into wheels 2 times now to open up doors.
Oh, it's that kind of wheel? And she'll start to look closer. Is it that kind of wheel?
You would assume from the how simple the image is and your current experiences, you would assume that.
Oh. Not sure I appreciate the humor. Whoever painted these.
Would you guys like to do any kind of other checks while you're here, or would you guys like to choose a direction, drop some meat? What would you like to do?
Keep going right.
Okay.
And I dropped some meat.
Okay. All right. You again go through several turns and twists with some repeated imagery. And as you make your way through further, you come to another branch. This time, though, you don't see any kind of artwork as you lead to the tunnel. You just see another branch of a hallway going to the left and going to the right.
No pictures. Either that means we're getting closer or we're getting further away.
Or someone got bored and didn't decide to paint this one.
That too.
That is possible.
Yes, but they're probably... Why would they just stop? This is a temple. There's clearly something to this. It's clearly a maze, so maybe this isn't right because there is no artwork.
Or maybe
Why-
it is right and they're trying to throw us off to make us think that.
I mean, also, why did they all die pointing their finger at something? This place is a mystery wrapped in an enigma with a good hint of disguise.
Alright, let's go right.
Turn right, and you make your way through more and more. And as you come around the bend, you come to another fork. You see a familiar piece of meat sitting there.
So does this mean we go left now?
Or we follow trying the photos, trying the images on the things.
That doesn't really help though.
Not
Why
really,
not?
because they're not pointing anywhere.
No, but we have to go to... Keep on going till there's a bend with a photo. Or an imagery.
It's been most of them.
Yeah, except for the last one. So at the last one, or the one before that, we need to go left. Does that make sense?
All right, so if I can help, I think what you're saying, Lauren, is you're
It's-
suggesting.
Go backwards, pick another way, and then go forwards.
No, we can keep on going forwards because there were only like two things. So follow the meat that we have because we know that there have been two of them with images. And then we just kept on going right. So the last one that we found that had an image, we go left instead.
So go right until we get to that weird painting, and then go left.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
The last painting we saw, yes.
Alright.
It's worth a shot.
So you guys are going to go forward, or you're going to go back right now.
Forward.
We're going to the right.
Okay. So you're choosing right again and going the way you came, and you see the
Uh-huh.
familiar humanoid with fire around him. You go right again, you find your rock meat one more time, and you also see the image of the massive forges and the silhouette of men spinning the wheels.
Yeah.
Here's where you went right last time, and you did not see an image. So
Yeah,
now you guys want to go left.
Yeah.
All right, just updating my little map on my piece of paper here. All right. Again, the walls twist and turn, and you make it to the other end. And this one is another, again, more imagery of a forge. This is further out. Looks like a more geographical, or not. I don't know how the best word to describe it,
Schematic.
I'm sorry, but it's basically it shows the temple, and deep below the surface, these giant underwater volcanoes that seem to feed their magma and fire up, and Neptune is somehow harvesting that power into its forges.
Okay.
Is what the image kind of implies.
Mhm.
Who has anyone with a passive perception above a 16 will...
Me.
Okay, you can go ahead and do another perception check then if you'd like. Okay. As you guys are examining the artwork, Nika, you're gonna feel a gust of wind that kind of brushes you enough. It's faint enough, but noticeable enough for you to distinguish that it's coming from the left.
There's wind coming from that way, and she'll point to the left. And what little I know about forging, which is kind of a bit, you do need air for fire.
So then left we go. Makes sense to me.
Okay. As you guys again fight through these halls, they're not as disorienting anymore, and mostly because you guys have started to discern the pattern that there will be a branch, and you're making sense of it as you guys are processing through, so it's not twisting you around as much. As you get to the end of the hall, you don't see any imagery here, but you do see some text or symbols and images and text, but it is not discernible to you. It's unrecognizable. It's not familiar in sense of like previous texts that you found that were kind of like Elvish or bits of Elvish could be seen in their origin. This is unfamiliar to you all.
Hmm. Do
Sir,
we recognize the language?
no, it
It's not really a
resembles
language.
nothing you've ever seen. Usually, you're able to, pick out properties or maybe things, especially Anika in your like historical texts and experience in tombs and stuff. You know that there's dated languages, but you could see where some of the current day languages might have derived some basic properties of the letter structure. This is
If
not
we
intelligible.
take some time, I could see if I could check it out. I just need 10 minutes to get the spell going.
Sure.
Alright, so if everyone's cool, I will spend 10 minutes virtually casting Comprehend Language.
Okay. A few minutes go by as you start to prepare for this spell. Is there anybody do anything during these 10 minutes?
I'm gonna watch behind us.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a perception check, Lorna.
This is an ability check, technically? Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Yes.
Heh, 12.
Okay. You're trying to keep watch for your friend's safety, but you just feel like you didn't see anything for certain, but you just feel like your eyes are starting to play tricks with you in here. And you feel like you hear or see something moving in the distance, but nothing. After you train closer your eye, you see nothing.
Okay.
Can you go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw?
Uh-huh.
They've come to collect.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Anybody else want to do anything?
No, I'll probably just be looking around. Occasionally.
You're
Yeah, just chilling.
Lorna, you a few minutes pass by. The dread and fear that you think something's moving in the back is starting to build in your chest. You just feel like your throat is starting to dry, or I'm sorry, your mouth and throat is starting to go dry, and you're starting to become a little bit terrified of what possibly could be coming down those halls.
Lorna's starting to, slightly physically shake. She takes out her sword and is kind of, scooting against the wall, just kind of watching behind the party.
You alright?
Are you hurt?
No. I'm good.
You're sitting down. You normally do that when you're hurt.
You sure you're alright?
I'm just sleepy. It was a good fight. It just seems very... The hallways are playing tricks. I'm just seeing things.
Such as?
I thought I saw something behind the hall. I don't know. I didn't hear anything. It's probably just me being tired and exhausted from the fights.
I'm gonna cast dancing lights and propel them 80 feet down the hallway
Okay,
in 20-foot increments.
sure. And what's the radius of bright light?
It's not bright light. It's all
Or dim
dim.
light, I'm sorry.
I believe it's 20 feet.
Okay. You do so. And after you see the lights
10
kind of
foot radius, actually.
10 foot, that's okay. The halls are not the super widest, and moving these, I'm imagining you're kind of floating them down until they can't go any further. And as you do so, you see nothing moving in the halls. No shadows, no. You hear no sounds. You see no shadows. You see nothing moving. It's an empty hallway.
Well, don't see anything. But then to be fair, a hag did try and creep up on us last night.
He did?
Yeah. Didn't I tell y'all that?
I don't think so.
You did.
Yeah, you did.
Also, Faye had the dream from the other creepy hags.
Right. It's all good. See, my eyes are just playing tricks on me. It's okay.
Uh-huh, sure.
The sooner we get this done, the sooner I can have a nap.
After you guys have continued to work, and you guys can keep talking if you wish, but your spell does come to action now, Faye. And you, it is. What does this? Let me read the spell real quick. I'm sorry, I should have done that already. But I was.
You understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface on which the words are written. Takes about 1 minute to read 1 page of text. It won't decode secret messages into text or a glyph. This is an arcane sigil that isn't part of a written language.
It's. I won't allow it because I don't want to. If I ask the question, I'm going to give it away anyways, right? So,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's any written language, technically.
I will.
If that answers your question.
I think this is. I think this does qualify. So, it's still hard to understand, but it's kind of starting to give you a dull pain in your head as you try to comprehend it. Though the spell takes a little bit longer to make sense of it, and eventually you can start to read it like any other kind of language that you normally, have the ability to read. And you see in text that says, let me make sure I got the quote right. You see this, it says, life is but glimpses of light between eternities of darkness. And
life is but glimpses of life in
life,
the...
Let me just copy and paste it.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're okay. And I think I stole that from a greeting card if anyone tries to bash me for it. No.
Life is but glimpses of light between eternities of darkness.
Is the "Oh Great Emo" quote signed?
What's that?
Anika asks, is there a signature?
Is there a
No.
signature?
No. Lord of the Emos.
I mean, come on.
It's actually it's written by Fallout Boy. No.
Oh my god.
It's written by the bardic band The Falling Boys.
The Fallen Out Boys.
The Falling of Boys.
Yep. Sorry, go ahead, guys. Or what else did you say or wanted to do?
I'm just keeping a watch out for vengeful hags now.
Which direction would you like to go? If there's nothing more you want to do at the moment here.
Oh, got that text, anyone? What do you think it means?
It means life is short.
someone was feeling very introspective and moody.
Fair enough.
Also, yeah, life is short and surrounded by darkness, you're the light. Can mean a bunch of things. Poets and probably this person are very vague and could mean 100 different things. Depends on the person.
That is true. I guess let's keep moving forward.
As you guys continue to move down the halls, you're going left or right, by the way, I'm sorry.
Do I feel any more air?
Go ahead and make a perception check. I can't. Oh, there it is. Yes,
It's
you do.
coming.
It's coming from your left.
There's a breeze that way.
Then we go left.
All right, let's follow our nose.
Sure.
As you guys are making your way through the halls, before you come to a branch, you do see other text carved into the wall, but this is more familiar to that elven-like text that you have found before and you've kind of deciphered in that journal and that spell book that you have, Ezekiel, and other things you guys have encountered. And without casting a spell and spending just a little bit of time to kind of analyze it and comprehend it, you will be able to make out that it says, "But the light will return." And that's also just carved in the blocks, and it's in a fair attention to detail. It was made by craft. It's not crudely carved in it. It's got purpose behind it.
I think someone else writ that.
Are you sure it could be the same handwriting?
Why is it in a different language?
Why not? To confuse people?
Okay,
Was
maybe
it-
someone else did write it.
And besides, it says Merlin was here underneath it.
Oh no, that was me. I got bored.
Could you put that script into text?
Yes, I will. Are you out? Here you go.
I mean, I can put all of our names are here as well if you want.
Well, I mean, you need to put Kairuda was here. Clearly.
All right. And I put a little heart at the end of it.
It's canon.
For fun, I put it in Undercommon because I don't know Elvish.
Oops, I typed out. My notes are even bad.
No, I put in Celestial because I don't actually
Oh,
read
no,
it.
it does. I'm sorry, I've messed it up twice.
Isn't that what you said it was? Oh, the light will return.
I wrote it in OneNote one way, on my piece of paper the other way.
No, it actually has all that up there. It just it keeps marking it up across.
Yeah, see,
It keeps erasing
Carver-
itself. Like,
the Carver couldn't decide until, so he didn't do rough drafts.
That's all right. I gave you guys a hard time last time. You can give me a hard time this time. All right. So as you guys make your way down this halls, though, you've finally come to what seems like an opening, and not another branch, but you're coming to this big hall. It does look like it narrows ahead, maybe 100, 200 more feet through to get to the other side, where you might have to go through some more tunnels. But as you guys walk into this room, before I say that, does anybody want to not walk into this room or do anything else, or are you all sticking together and just kind of pushing forward?
YOLO.
We do not need to go in this room. Let's leave.
Yep, we're done. We're retiring.
All right.
No.
Couldn't we have retired like 2 days ago?
Oh,
I
absolutely.
know.
I was retired, but I was dragged back in.
That was your fault.
That is true.
That was your fault.
But you know you
Huh?
secretly enjoy this.
No.
Yeah, isn't it fun trying to hit things a lot?
I have a specific target in mind.
Keyword is try.
Oh. Oh, that's too soon.
What, you hit things?
No, I know, but did you also?
He wasn't there to see it. That's okay.
Uh-huh.
Like I said, I'm not here to impress anybody. I walk in.
I'm dropping rock meat along the way that we were doing there, but I'm also watching behind us paranoid. But yeah.
Okay.
Let's
Yes,
follow
it's
him.
room. As you guys are going into this room, it's massive. You see familiar, large, dark, black pools of water along the sides of the room. 6 in total, 1 on each corner, and then 1 on the left and 1 on the right. As you guys walk along algae and or disgusting, icky kind of floor through the room. And Lorna, as you're dropping morsels, go ahead and give me one. Or actually, no. Nika, what's your passive perception again?
17.
Is everyone's higher than 17?
Maybe it's equals?
I don't think we have any more wisdom casters anymore.
Nope.
Anika, go ahead and do me a perception check.
25.
Okay. You swear that you saw a familiar. Well, actually, what's your range of view, field of view? Are you guys walking around this room with a bright lit torch still?
Oh, if it's dark, I'll have my continual flame out.
Okay, I just want to make sure. So yeah, that makes sense still. So you see in one of the pools of water, you swear you see it, this large tentacle-like creature that you have saw before, and right when you turn to announce it, and you look back where it was, it's no longer there. Do a wisdom save, please.
6.
Fuck you.
Okay. You feel
Is it against being frightened, though?
it is against. You are starting to feel frightened.
Then it's actually 23 because I have advantage
Okay.
against being frightened.
Okay. It's you feel the hair on your neck kind of stand, but you calm your nerves and you're not sure what if it was just your eyes playing trick on you, another more illusion, or something else. But you are not shooken from it. But I'm sorry, you're not frightened, but you are. It has shaken you a little bit.
So, either the aboleth that may or may not have been actually shown itself to us is following us, the hags are being bitches, or something's doing something, because things.
Because things.
You're the most descriptive party I've ever faced.
There was a tentacle monster in the pool, tried to do something, and then it's not there anymore. Also, Lorna saw something and did something weird to her. So, something's following us.
I'm good. Nothing to worry about.
Are you sure, Lorna?
Yeah. We're good.
As you guys, or is there anything else you guys want to do right now? Do you guys want to look at the pools, or
Yeah, I'll look at the
do you guys
pools.
want to keep pushing?
I don't think we're going to find the forge in the pools.
I mean, you never know unless we go in the pools.
How about we come back to that if we don't find it?
Yeah.
I think that's
And
a
how
good
about we
idea.
lead with like a rock? Throw it to the pool. Not a person first.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Because also very hard to have fire underwater.
You push forward then. and you are back to a thinner, smaller hall. But you see some dimly lit blue, uh, those blue kind of crystal sconces that you had seen earlier, and the water is kind of on the wall. That's kind of giving off this dim blue light ahead. And it's kind of, as you approach it, it kind of is illuminating the different sea life and stuff that's growing in the areas, greens and purples and pinks. And um, but as you enter into this new chamber, you see that there is the algae and the growth and the ick that you have been seeing for so much time is starting to uh, diminish or fade away, and or not be as prevalent. And as you enter this room, you see that there is these 6 large statues, all wearing different types of armor, and several of them bearing trident weapons. And they circle the room, and past between the third and fourth one, you see this large metal door that has this big familiar artwork of a forge behind it. Do you guys enter the room, or is there anything that you'd like to do?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's enter the room.
As you guys pass through the room and get closer to the statues, you'll notice that the metal is that the statues are made out of metal, but it's something about it catches your eye. Joseph, you go ahead and make a perception check on this, because you would be the first one to see this.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you notice that the metal, you know there's something different about you're not sure what type of metal it is, but it's nothing like you've worn before.
Oh well.
As you keep walking towards, I imagine, the doors, unless you guys tell me otherwise, you your book starts to illuminate again, Ezekiel. You see these green arcane flakes kind of float away from your book and start to lay upon the doorway in front of you. And then you see a familiar silhouette of the priest that you saw earlier, kind of walking down the hallway up to the door, and the image shows the door opening, but the physical door in front of you remains closed.
Is the door locked or stuck?
Nope. You can you can push on it, and if you do, you'll find that it is unlocked.
Okay.
So you unlock, you push the door and unlock, and you just are you just throwing it open, pushing it open, creaking it open? How are you opening it?
Casually.
Okay. And that's okay. So you open the door. You're not throwing it open, but you're opening door so you can see clearly into the next room. And what you see, you see what the priest is seeing. You see what the priest is experiencing, and you see the room that's in front of him. This imprint kind of experience that you had gone through before. It's a massive room with large structures that looked to have been built by creatures larger than life. There's unrecognizable text that seems similar to the text that you saw and deciphered earlier today, across some of the structures in the background. See here. As you guys see these large, massive forges in the back, they currently are not lit where you are standing, but as the particles from the book that Ezekiel's carrying kind of dance across the room starts to come to life a little bit more, and what now is a quiet room with no current stir, you start to see the room come alive with several imprints of people battling and fighting for their lives. You see Marrow and Sahagin tearing at the flesh at some of the men that are trying to fight them off, with another crew in the back that are trying to spin some wheels and keep the forges burning. You see that there's these massive fire demons that spawn from the forge every so often, and that the men are trying to protect those that are keeping the forges lit. Uh, the battle seems all but lost until you see a man in the back shout at another one, saying, he's like, "You can't pull that." He's shouting out, "You can't pull that. If you pull that, we all die. We will fail." And he goes, "If we don't try, we've already failed." And you see him yank this chain, at which time a tidal wave rushes out and slams against everyone in the room. You see men that are and women that are trying to plant their feet into the floor to hold on to the wheels to not let go. You see other Sahagin and Marrow that are just completely smashed against the rocks, and many of them die. And after a few more, after watching a few more deaths of some of the men and creatures fighting in this room, the image eventually dematerializes, and you look across the room at. And let me go ahead and move you guys to the map. Oh, I did not put your tokens on the map. That is awesome.
I'm scared.
Uh-oh.
Boy. Let me do this. Nika. Cronus. Faye. Lorna. Ezekiel. And Josel. And let me just double check my notes here because before I let you guys roam the room. Okay, what would you guys like to do? So you see this forge, you see this chain hanging between the two forges, and you also see the wheels off to the side as you guys are walking over this kind of this path leading towards the forge area. There's skeletal remains, and some of the skeletons are even deteriorated enough to be just fragments of bone fragments and stuff. What would you guys like to do?
Is this room lit?
It is brightly lit. Yes, the forges themselves aren't necessarily cooking yet, but everything else seems to brightly light this room, and it's extremely hot as well. It's a massive change from the rest of the temple that you've been marching through over the past day.
My guess is if we start turning those wheels, some of those things are going to come crawling out of those and start attacking. So we're going to have to strategize on how we're going to handle them.
Before we do that, can you be more specific on which things and what are those?
Or aren't
Yes,
you
please.
fucking clever?
I'm glad you noticed. It only took you like 3 days.
I want to take a quick look around. Do I see anything that resembles like a mold for a trident?
Not in this room, no. But you would be able to find some kind of more artwork and etchings that suggest that the forges burn this ore, and it sends the ore deeper into the temple where the trident and other weapons and armor that used to be forged here goes to be crafted. Sorry, that was really confused. Does that answer it, or do you want me to try that again?
No, I got it.
Okay.
We melt the metal moves to a different room.
Yeah.
What metal?
Any metal that's produced here.
You see gigantic ore almost setting inside of these forges.
Oh, never mind. But also, where are the things coming from, Josel?
I'm sorry, what?
The things. Where are those? I think that may be the more important part of the thing.
Huh?
You said things are going to be coming out of those. What those were you talking about?
I believe
the door?
Silent, didn't you say that the Sir Hoggins, they were crawling out of the forges?
The Sahagins were coming from the way you guys were running. Remember the last session, the last image, you saw that the temple had trembled and shooken, and it was under attack. This is all kind of taking place that same day, and this priest is trying to figure out what's really happening. And it's kind of gotten from bad to worse for him. And now he's kind of gone deeper into to really try to get to what is happening right now. Is there truly an attack, or who's attacking us? And he's seeing this whole battle going on. So with the Sahagin but the Sahagin are coming from where you're coming, and the the fire elementals or fire demons were fighting kind of in the large forge area that you're in right now.
Okay, got it mixed up. Okay, well, I got a solution for that.
Close the door.
Close the door, and I got a arcane lock.
Okay.
I knew there was something I liked about you.
All right.
That is a rather smart idea.
Just one question. Is there another way out of this room?
I can dispel it once we're done.
Okay.
Okay. So you're shutting the door behind you, and you're casting arcane lock on it.
Yep.
Okay. If someone what's the DC? Can they actually break the lock, or is it take something kind of dispel magic or something?
Yeah, you could use dispel magic to get rid of it, and the
Okay.
DC is whatever the DC is if the door is locked plus 10.
So it's just very hard
Okay.
to break.
All right, that's good to know. All right. So you shut the door, and you cast this lock upon this massive door. With your group in there, and you guys again all now kind of seeing the room in bright light, you're going to know that this door is made of Atlantean steel as well. This massive door, and from what you know about Atlantean steel, you'll know that it is a very, very strong metal and very hard to break. So it's very unlikely someone's going to be able to break their way through this door and come after you. In addition to this lock that you placed on it. Anything else you'd like to do in this room now that you guys are sealed in this room at the moment?
Start turning some wheels.
I mean, do we want to look at the forges closer
Yeah, we could do that.
before we spin wheels in case it just pushes the steel out of it? I don't know.
Also, what's the chain do?
That floods the room.
Right, don't pull it. Got it.
Or it opens the secret door.
Yeah, the door to the ocean outside.
Is that really a secret? Can you just blast your way out too? But right, possible escape from temple in here. But so what's in the forge? And she'll sort of lean over.
So you see that these big, massive structures, they aren't made of what in the traditional sense, but they seem to be made out of these massive stones and stonework being done upon them. And as they build up towards the ceiling, you see where they kind of encapsulate massive blocks of ore that you've determined is Atlantean, probably more Atlantean iron or ore, as that's what Neptune was famous back in its heyday of crafting their stuff in. You do feel an incredible heat as you get closer to them, and as you get near them, you will see a glowing red hot kind of rock and ore as it leads down to the from what you know from the other images you saw discovered, the volcanoes deep within the sea. You don't see anything else besides just that radiating heat coming towards you and feeling it.
In both
Okay.
forges?
Yes.
Well, other than instance to volcanoes, they're hot.
Yeah. Shall we try spinning the wheels now?
You guys. Who's spinning the wheels, I guess?
Just on the off chance, maybe a couple of us should, make sure we don't get attacked, just in case.
Right. I take a step back and
Right.
face the door.
I will face the door too.
Okay.
You good over there, Jessel?
Yeah, sure, I'm fine.
You sure?
Yeah,
Come on,
Yeah.
he came out of retirement for this. He's fine.
That is true. You did come
Yeah.
out of retirement.
Okay. So, everyone go ahead and hold still where they're at now. But so, what are you guys doing there in the corner? You guys, all four of you guys are turning the wheel, correct? Or just one of you
Uh-huh.
guys? Or
All four of us at the same time?
all right. It takes not as much strength to get this thing, moving and the crud knocked off of it from being submerged for so long, with two of you on each one. And as the wheel starts to move, as you guys push at the same time, you feel the floor start to tremble, and you can hear old gears and stone kind of grinding and sliding across each other beneath the floors. And you start to hear, after a few moments of it twisting and spinning, the familiar sound of these chains kind of clanking and cranking. You will notice that one of the stones next to the forge will actually start to lift off the ground a little bit. And as you guys twist it, you hear eventually you hear a clicking noise is the best way I can describe it right now. It's not really click. You hear
Like rock.
a large, like something super heavy, like a thud. You hear this, like a heavy block kind of falling upon something.
Okay.
At this time, as the block moves up, you watch you start to see the magma and the fire beneath the forge start to rise. The heat is growing a little bit more, and you're starting to feel or see, or I'm sorry, from where you guys are standing, you're able to hear the bubbles now are starting to pop and rise to the top, and you see that the ore above it starts to kind of give this glow, this red hue glow to it, that it's starting to begin to be heated by the forge as it begins to activate. What else would you guys like to do?
So clearly that gets the stuff melting.
I guess someone needs to forge the trident.
For what? No, correction.
I believe the
With
ore
what?
goes somewhere else after it melts.
So somebody needs to pull that chains to release it down? Because it hasn't gone down yet, has it?
Thought it floods the
No,
room.
the ore is not started to melt yet. It's just starting to heat. Are you guys holding your wheels as you guys talk, or
Yeah.
what are you guys?
I reckon we keep on turning.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. As you guys continue to turn, it takes a little bit longer this time to get this one, but as you do, the each twist and turn of the wheel, and the more the stones crank, the louder the bubbles and popping starts to happen. And as it gets, it twists and twists more and more. Finally, a huge explosion kind of sound comes, and you see magma kind of burst forward and land on the ground.
Oh,
I think it's hot.
Earth elemental? Okay, no. Thank God.
Nico, we might want to move.
And then also, you see
The
two
floor is
large
lava.
creatures erupt from the volcanic tubes that lead up to the forge, and
Oh boy.
and additionally, you hear the slam and clawing and the beating against the of the door that you have locked behind you, Ezekiel. But the door is not opening and it's not budging at all. What we're going to do now is go ahead and roll for initiative. In just a second, let me clear the order.
That's twice you got B and Ezekiel name backwards.
I'm so sorry, guys. Can I play a new character? Yes, but you have to keep the same name.
Oh, I actually rolled higher than a 2.
Oh shit!
Look at that.
Wait, your dex is a 0?
I'm not a dex fighter.
That's beyond not a dex fighter.
Oh, that's. Ow.
All right, let's see here. Control C. Join. All right, guys. Okay. And did I roll initiative for them yet? Yes, I did. Let me sort you guys. And that brings us to the top of the order. Cronus, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna ask Lorna if she has the wheel.
I got it. I could totally do this.
And then I'm actually just gonna move up to like right in this area,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna prepare my dodge action.
Okay.
You need to sort the initiative order.
Did that already.
There we go.
There you go. Sorry about that. Okay.
And then bonus action, I'm gonna go ahead and drink a like the low level healing potion.
Right. Lorna, what would you like to do? You are
What
currently
is that
holding the
roll,
wheel.
real quick,
What's that?
for healing potion?
2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
That's decent. Plus 2 on that. So
Heck
that's
yeah, I'll take 3 on a D4 any day. It's not 1-1.
That is true. I don't know what to do. Can I? How far is he? He's probably too far. Can I like put my back against the wheel to like stop it from spinning and like shoot my heavy crossbow? Or is that too much?
Make an athletics check.
Oh god. And I'm not raging. Oh thank god.
It's taking everything out of you to hold this wheel in place with your back. You feel like you've got a good foothold right now, to kind of keep it from spinning either direction.
Okay.
It's not going. You're not spinning it any further. It's just staying
No,
put where
that's
it's at
fine.
right now. And you can go ahead and shoot, but you will be at a disadvantage shooting your crossbow, trying to focus on letting that wheel not slip at all.
Okay. Yeah,
That is a miss.
that's fine. And I'm gonna reload as my second action, or my extra attack. And I will not rage. I will just hold this wheel. That's my turn.
Okay. All right, Ezekiel, what would you like to? Ezekiel, what would you like to do? Ezekiel, are you there?
Your mic.
I can't hear you, bud. I see your thing going up, but I can't hear anything.
Better.
Yep,
There.
there you are.
I give Josel my potion of superior healing, and I will keep the wheel going.
Okay. All right. It's very, very tough, but you are able to get it to go up, filing, and hear that familiar thud. And that you do feel it go up one more notch. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Nope.
Okay. All right, and then I will need you to roll me 1d3, sir. Or I can roll it for you, if whatever you prefer. All right. As it, your rock, or as you feel that familiar thud, you hear the forge just kind of bubble and tremble. This one starts to bubble out of the forge on the left, and you see another explosion, and another fire elemental spawn out of the forge, and also oops, shit, did I move that on accident? Or no, I didn't. Okay. Another spot of magma appear on the floor. That's going to take your full turn to move that up a notch. Josel, what would you like to do, sir?
All right. What's the superior healing potion do?
Superior, let me pull up my...
Superior is
8
8d4 plus 8.
8d4 plus 8.
Holy shit. Yeah, I'm gonna hold off on that. That's a lot. Okay.
Well, hot dog.
Okay. I would from that scene that Ezekiel's book played out. Can I discern if they're friendly?
You would know that these for that scene, you would determine they are. You have no reason to believe that they are friendly.
Okay. How far away is that? Yeah, no. I'm just going to move up a little closer, and I'm going to well, obviously Firebolt ain't going to do nothing, so I'm going to Ray of Frost.
Okay.
Frost. Oh no. Is it 13 hit?
Does hit.
Okay. Cool.
Check something here.
And after I shot it, I said, "Hey, chill."
All right. Go ahead and roll me a. Or no, it says water, but it's ice. So it takes 12 points of damage. So he takes more. He seems to be more affected by the spell than you originally had thought it would do against him. It seems to be a little bit more effective.
All right.
Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
That's pretty much all I can do.
Okay. Anika, it's your turn.
She's just gonna sort of look behind her and go, "Hey guys, when can we flood the room?"
As
And then
soon as
whichever
we can.
one Josel hit, she's gonna shoot with the Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Oh, what was the answer, Lorna?
As soon as we can.
Okay.
All right.
Those both hit.
Both hit,
right?
yeah.
10, 16 damage. And then I'm gonna heal myself a little bit.
Okay. Faye, it's your turn. Or did you? I'm sorry. You said you wanted to heal yourself.
Mm-hmm. I'm good.
Okay. 8 points of healing to you, Anika. Faye, what would you like to do?
Moving away from the magma. And then I will fire 2 Eldritch Blasts at this one.
Okay, go for it. $15 and 18, both hit.
All right. And that's me.
Okay. So 18. So how much? 23 points of damage. Okay. The one on the left, right?
This one.
Okay, perfect. Because Anika shot this one, you shot this one. Okay. That's going to bring us to the elemental's turn. This one will immediately, he's actually going to run towards you. He's going to pass through you, Josel.
So he's
No, he's not going to do that because that's a fairly intelligent move, and he's not dumb. I don't think that makes sense for him to do that.
come at me, bro.
He's definitely going to pass. I'm sorry. He is definitely going to pass through you, but he's not going to proceed on to Ezekiel this round. He's going to attack you with
Right.
2 melee attacks. So I will go. You will go ahead and take 1d10 of fire damage from him passing through you.
Ow.
And then you are caught on fire right now. You are on fire. Here's 1, 2. So 24 and a 14.
24 hits.
Okay. So you take 10 points of fire damage plus another 8 points of fire damage on top of that, and you are now on fire. How much? I don't think he had much more movement. I think that's about all he had for movement.
You okay, old man?
Just a flesh wound.
This one is going to pass through you as well, Cronus. And he's going to take 2 swings at you.
At disadvantage because I prepared dodge.
Okay. 21 and 7.
21 hits.
All right, you take 13 points of damage, fire damage, and you are on fire right now. Okay, and then that brings this guy, and he is going to start heading down here too. Stopping at you. He's not going to pass through you, but he is going to attack you, Cronus, with another attack. 10 and 8, those both miss, and that's going to end their turn, which then brings us to you, Cronus. Actually, I'm sorry, he would have done this, but I'm going to keep the rolls the same, but he would have tried to flank, probably. Cronus, your turn, sorry.
Okay. do I still take a D10 because I'm on fire, or
Let me see if it's at the start of your turn or not. Yes, you take one more D10 of fire damage. So, do you want me to roll that, or do you want to roll that? I don't care either way. So you take four more points of fire damage. And just because I think you would know this, you can stop the fire, or you can stop being on fire if you choose to take an action. You have to do some kind of way to try to douse the flame, though.
all right. Which one was the one that Faye had shot at?
The one that just came down and hit you.
All right. That one. I'm gonna make sword attack.
Okay.
Seven.
Right. Those both hit, and you take 2d10 worth of damage for hitting them. So he takes 17 points. Okay. And you take 18 more points of burnt fire damage. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn? I can't hear you if you're saying anything. I'm sorry. No? Okay. Lorna, it's your turn.
Fuck. I'm going to dash. Because I'm slow as fuck.
Okay. You let go of the wheel, and you immediately start hearing the chain kind of start release.
Yeah.
Until you hear another thud. Okay. What would you like to do? You're dashing, you said?
Yeah, and I will go into a rage.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Alright. Ezekiel, it's your turn.
He's gonna keep on keeping on.
You try to turn the wheel, and it's not moving anymore for you.
He'll look over, wonder why the progress was halted. And for that one attacking Josel, it'll get
Okay. So you are letting go of the wheel then.
we double check real quick on the components for it. Or systematic, so yeah, he would have to let go of it.
Okay. And it's a con save.
Fail.
Right. He fails, so he takes 6 points of frost damage, which is, I want to make it 1 for the water thing. Yeah, he takes 7 points of frost damage, but as you let go of the wheel, you hear again the wheels starts to go in reverse in the direction you pull until you hear this poof again.
Okay, that's it.
Okay. Brings us to Josel's turn.
Alright. Yellow. I'm going to grapple. Oh no.
All right. Oh, and you are on fire, Josel, too.
Yeah, I know.
So here's 1d10 of damage. So 2 points of fire damage. And athletics versus acrobatics.
Yeah.
You try to grab him, and you immediately burn, but you're not able to actually grab anything, a portion of him.
Oh, he can't be grappled. Damn it. Okay.
So you take 9 more points of burning damage, fire damage.
Alright, 9.
And that was your attack action.
Okay, I'm going to... No, damn it, I just used my action. All right. I'll swing at him with my sword with my extra attack.
Okay.
Woohoo!
Yeah, that's definitely a hit for 10 points of damage. All right.
And bonus action.
Okay.
I want to drink that potion now.
Okay. All right.
It's
Go for
what,
it.
8d4?
Yep.
8d4 plus 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Fuck yeah.
All right. That's my go.
All right, Anika, it's your turn.
All right. I'm going to move towards the chain.
Okay.
I don't see squares on here, so there's my movement, and then I will turn around. Eeny, meeny, miny. Cronus is probably a bit more fucked up, so I'm gonna shoot an Eldritch Blast at this one.
Okay. Okay. Go for it.
Does this 12 hit?
12 is a miss.
Okay. Well, it takes 11 anyway.
Okay. 11 points of damage. This is the one to the northeast of Cronus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Okay. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No. Well... I think he's too far away. Let me see. Yeah, there's nothing else I can do.
Okay. Faye, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna go up to where Anika is. And I'm just gonna provide cover fire. I'll fire 2 Eldritch Blasts at this one that's on Cronus. Or which was the one I hit before?
That one. The one you just dinged. By Cronus.
Alright. Alright.
Okay. 15, 20. Both hit for 17 points of damage.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else on your turn?
That's it.
Okay. Just to confirm, both wheels will release this turn, right? I need a... Lorna, go ahead and roll me a d3, please.
Oh no.
Okay. The magma starts to boil and the room starts to tremble a little bit more as another one bursts forward. And you'll see another elemental burst forward out of this forge.
Crap.
Additionally, sorry, Faye, you moved to the wrong spot.
No.
Additionally, as another spot of magma explodes out of the active
Would I get a
forge.
deck save to get out of the way?
Yeah, go for it. Go ahead and make a deck save. That's fair.
Dude, we're playing Minesweeper.
Oh my god.
Nope. Wait. Luck point. Luck point.
Okay.
I still got 2 of those. After
Go. No, you're not gonna be able to get out of the way in time. But not as bad as it could have been. So you take 8 points of fire damage, and you are on fire. All right.
Alright.
Let me mark you all that are on fire. You're on fire. You're on fire. I think that's it. Okay. This one is going to move over here, passing through you, Anika. So you're going to take 1d10 of fire damage. And this one is going to continue to fight you, Josel.
Alright.
These two are going to continue to fight you, Cronus, for the time being. So starting with Cronus, here you go. Oh boy. These all but one hit. 1, 2,
Cronus could be in serious pain right now.
22, 38, 44 points of fire damage. Is that right, math? 16, 22.
You knocked me down on the second hit.
Okay.
Do they continue attacking though?
No. If he went down with Lorna breaking off, wouldn't. So, he's gonna. This one's gonna, or that one. This one's gonna go over to you, Lorna, and make his 2 attacks for you. So here comes 2 attacks. These will
Cronus is
not
on
be
fire,
advantage.
right? Yeah. You automatically fail a death save at the start of his turn, then.
Oh.
Okay, let me see here. Sorry. 1, 2. 7
Nope.
and 13 both miss. But it would have passed through you. It had plenty of movement to do so. So you will take 1d10 of fire damage, and you are also on fire. 6 points. There you are. Okay. So Cronus, you take.
You need to attack me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. And I didn't do Anika either yet, did I? So Anika, here you go. And then 1 for you as well, Faye. So 17 is a miss or a hit?
On me.
No, on Anika.
Yes.
It's a hit. Okay. And then this one is for you, Faye.
Miss.
10 is a miss. Here's damage for you. So you take 11 points of fire damage, Anika, and you also are on fire now. Let's see here.
Come on, Zico, join the fun.
All right, so Cronus, you're going to take damage, and so that is.
You still need to attack me.
Oh, gosh darn it! Thank you for being so honest.
We know you want to kill Cronus, but at least take out Jostal as well.
I'm trying not to forget to do the death save wrong. All right,
Okay,
9,
they both
12.
miss,
Okay.
but he does walk in you, right?
Yes, so you're still on fire, and you take another 1d10 of damage for him passing through you. 10, that's 9 more points of fire damage for you. Cronus, you will fail 1 death save, and you gotta make another one. So let me make a GM roll here. Let me just take a screenshot.
Please don't be in that one. Please don't be in that one.
Yeah, really.
Where's my? Oh, I don't have my freaking. All right, let me get the snipping tool real quick. Okay.
Why do I feel like Cronus is dead?
Mm.
Okay. That's gonna bring us to Lorna. It's your turn.
Free action. She's gonna yell out, "Anika, Cronus is down!" And then she's gonna turn to the fire elemental and attack twice. Reckless, great weapon master.
Okay.
18
18's a hit.
for 25 damage.
Okay.
And she'll do that again for her extra attack.
And as you pierce him with the blade, you feel the fire engulf your hands as you push through. And you take another 8 points of fire damage.
Oh, fuck!
You're rolling very, very good.
Yeah.
That is also a hit.
Okay. For another 21 points of damage.
Okay. All right.
And yeah, that's my turn.
Okay.
I can't move.
Okay, it brings us to you, Ezekiel. con. Oh, he passes. So does he take
Oh, wow.
half damage? Oh, no damage.
Takes none.
All right. Anything else with your turn?
Nope.
Okay. So you will hear a familiar click, 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 click. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, I missed Lorna's too. Lorna and Ezekiel, you both will hear a familiar click, 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 click. Boom! The rock slams again.
Okay.
All right. And action's on you, Josel.
All right. That way, if he runs, he's going to have to go away from the wheel.
Okay.
Damn it. Oh, no, wait, I got to hit.
Yeah, you do. You got to hit with your thing.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So he takes 16 damage, and if he moves, he takes an additional 10.
All right. So plus 16.
All right.
Okay. And if he moves, he takes 10 more points of damage. Okay.
Yeah. And that was my action, bonus action. Since I used the cantrip, I'm going to swing again. Oh, never mind. All right. That's fine. That's fine. And I take that fire damage.
Yes, you do. Sorry. 11 is a miss. 10 points. Yes, you take 1d10 more fire damage. Let me do that for you real quick. 6 more points of fire damage.
Okay.
So. All right. Anything else with your turn?
That's it.
All right, Anika, Sweet Tooth, it's your turn.
Yep, so I'm going to circle around the thing and get here and go, alright, you got 2 seconds to tell me why I shouldn't flood this damn room. And she's yelling this at the whole room.
Okay.
If no one objects, she pulls the chain.
Pull it!
Okay.
Yep, I pull the chain.
You kill us all!
You can
Alright.
breathe!
I
That
will
ain't the
need
problem.
strength saving throws from everyone.
It ain't the drowning that's going to kill us.
I automatically fail mine since I'm knocked out, huh?
Yeah, and if you take damage, that's a failed death save.
I think Cronus is dead.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Alright.
Right. So yes, Cronus, you do take damage. Faye, you fail. Anika, you fail. Josel, you fail. Ezekiel, you fail. Lorna, you fail.
With a 20?
13.
I am at advantage because I'm raging.
Oh, I'm sorry. Josel, do you have advantage?
No.
Oh, okay. So everyone fails. I'm missing someone here. Who am I missing?
Crota.
Oh, Cronus. I'm sorry about that. Just being a dick now.
He's already forgot about you.
Poor Cronus! Anika, heal him!
Okay.
I'm too far away. And I just
All right.
used my action to pull a chain. Or did
I'm
I
no
use my
longer
action?
on fire if this is water that's running over me.
Yeah, and also it's water in a room full of fire elementals.
Oh yeah. Anika, did you take your D10 of damage on your turn?
No.
All right, you take 4 points of fire damage as
Okay.
well. All right, you pull the chain and you see, you hear this rushing water from behind the wall that splits you from the other side, and then you see from the ceiling this water just start to pour over the wall and rush down the side, and it fills the entire room and shoves. You just feel it just knock into you and trying to shove you towards the door that you entered the wall. It is going to move. Let me double check what I wrote down. That's the rulings for it. Forge. 20 feet. Okay. So, Cronus, you get shoved 20 feet this way. Lorna, you get shoved 15 or up to the wall that way.
20 feet as well?
This
Oh, shit.
fire elemental comes down, gets pushed too. This one gets pushed down 20 feet too. Faye, you are going to get pushed down 20 feet, and you're going to pass through another square of that magma, so you're going to take another D10 of damage, plus.
Isn't
bludgeoning
it getting
I was
killed?
like-
It's
Question-
water going
It's
over
a
it.
bunch of water going over magma and a fire.
Yeah,
element.
but magma will still be hot for.
Yeah, magma is
just a
fucking
second.
hot.
Underwater.
True, but the other question
But-
is the water raised above the magma?
You'll see. You'll see. I promise. I'll take care of you all. Anika, you're also going to pass through the magma. So it's going to move 20 feet as well. Who succeeded? Did I move? Oh, I'm sorry, Lorna. You did succeed, so you shouldn't have moved at all. That was
Oh,
my
okay. I
mistake.
thought I just didn't take damage.
No, you don't take damage, and you don't move.
Ooh.
That moved Ezekiel. You can only move that far up to the wall. And all right, so Faye, you take 1d10 of damage. Anika, you're gonna take 2d10 from passing that magma.
Don't I move too?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm trying my best, guys. So yes, you move 20 feet too, Josel. So 2d10 for Anika, not 20s. 9 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Faye, you get 4 points of fire damage for passing through another square of it. But the water hits the fire elements as you see that large amounts of smoke and steam radiate from the body. The room is like a boiling pot as steam rises from the ground. And after just a few seconds of the water finally sitting on top of the cooled off or off the magma, it cools, eventually becoming hard rock that you guys can walk across once more. So, let me...
Actually, got a question. With the water, are we still on fire?
No, I'm sorry, and everyone is extinguished too. So let me put these. Okay. That puts out all those. And then let me do the damage for... Alright. This fire elemental between you and Lorna immediately just starts to crumble, and what was making up its corporal, what little was making up its corporal form, collapses into the water below you. This one that got shoved against the wall though is still very much so alive, and the fire elemental could look angry. He looks very angry. Okay. The one between you and Anika and Faye, that one also looks extremely angry. And the one by you, Josel, also collapses and turns to ash and mixes into the water. You see the water starting to seep out through the door you came through, its creases and cracks. It sounds like it's disrupting the slamming and the punching on the wall in some form of confusion. Which brings us to Anika. It's your turn. Everyone is extinguished. I'll go ahead and update your stuff for you.
Yeah. So then I'm going to hang on. Oops. Yeah. I'm going to disengage.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't do damage for you guys either. I'm sorry. Thank you for that, Josel. Everyone that failed the tidal wave takes 4 points of bludgeoning damage. So that would be in everyone but Lorna. Thank you.
And I'm
for
going
that,
to-
Josel.
So disengaged, and I'm going to healing word Cronus.
Okay, go for it. A 9 points of healing for you there, Cronus. Or is that 10? Because
That is 10.
10.
Okay, so 10 points of healing for you, Cronus.
He's alive!
Anything else for you, Anika?
No, that's all I can do.
All right, Faye, it is your turn.
I do not like this thing. And I've seen around the room people hitting it with weapons that result in them catching on fire.
I'd like to say I'm not 10 feet next to you if you wanted to thunderstep.
I'm out of spell slots right now because we did not short rest. So I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast this thing.
Okay. Hit and miss.
Luck.
Okay, go for it. Hit. So that's 19 points of damage. And as you, that is close range, or is that a ranged attack? Because don't you do that with disadvantage if you use a ranged attack against a melee within melee range reach?
Yes.
Or is that a Pathfinder thing?
Yeah.
No.
Yes,
So
or
one
no?
That's a
hit.
good.
It would be a
Yeah.
disadvantage.
So
Yeah,
10, and
Then I'll use. I had one more luck point. The one that missed, I'd do that too on it as well.
Well, so far they all are misses. 10, 10. Oh, the 19 hits.
Yes.
So the 19 hits.
Yep. So I'll just do one more luck point on the other one that missed.
Okay.
11.
All right. And that one also falls to ash and dissolves into the pool of water. Okay. Anything else on your turn?
I am gonna just moved a little more warning next time.
You had your chance to speak up.
Okay. All right, Ezekiel, do me a favor. Roll me a d3, sir. All right. Another, that's the thing, or spits and spews another elemental comes out of the forge. And for you again. So this one's going to rush up to you, Lorna. And this one is going to come for you.
Real quick,
George.
how much water is in this room right now?
It's starting to empty out. There's a little water left. So let's see here. Josel, there we go. 2 attacks for you, sir.
Does the water being in the room affect the elementals at all?
Yeah, they just took a shitload of damage.
Hit and hit.
25, 21. All right. 23 points.
I am unconscious.
I will say also, Anika, just because you're the one that pulled it, you would have noticed that you hear that the water is starting to fill up behind the wall again. You hear this rushing water, like almost something's filling a chamber back up. But it's not full yet. So hit and hit for you, and then this one's for you, Lorna. Hit and hit. 20.
20 will hit.
And 10 miss, so 13 points of
Cool.
fire damage, and you and Josel are on fire.
Fuck yeah.
He's always on fire. Okay. Brings us to Cronus. Actually, no one's holding the wheel right now, right? Well, let's get through. How does that work? I've been waiting until after your turn, Ezekiel, so that's when I'm going to do it. So, okay, Cronus, it's your turn. What would you like to do? You are back to life, but you're laying on your back. But the water's, at this point, pretty much has disappeared, and you're able to breathe fine on your back.
I'm going to go ahead and use a superior health potion.
Okay.
What is that one offhand?
I think it's 8D.
8d8 plus 8. 8d4 plus 8.
8d4 plus 8, yeah. So you take 23 points of healing. That was your
31,
bonus
because
action.
it was, what, 8d4 plus 8?
Yes.
Yeah. So 30, 31 points of healing.
I guess I'm going to stand up and start turning the wheel.
Okay. You start turning the wheel, and you hear eventually like cranking and clicking again, and the solid sound of a thump landing due to your actions. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Can I move myself to the other side of the wheel?
Yeah.
Since I'd
as
be
you
turning
were
with it.
rotating, yeah, since you're turning it, that makes sense. That's fine.
Alright.
Okay.
That'll be it.
Brings us to you, Lorna, and you're gonna go ahead and take one more d10 of damage because you're on fire. You take 8 points of fire damage. I don't
Okay.
know. Do you have
No.
fire damage too?
No.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, not this type of barbarian.
Okay.
I am going to Reckless Great Weapon Master this elemental.
Okay.
$21 for 21 points of damage.
Okay. And this one becomes ash at your feet.
Fuck yeah. Fuck. I look at Cronus. Do you need help?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna move by 20 feet.
Okay.
Towards the forges.
As you get closer to the forges, you do hear the rushing water coming behind the stonework as well.
Awesome.
Is there anything else you want to do?
No, I can't really use my extra. Oh, no, I could use my extra attack. I have javelin. Although the distance is fairly large. Ah, fuck. Oh, it's 120. It's just at disadvantage. I'm gonna attempt to throw a javelin at the other elemental.
Okay, go for it.
15?
15 is a hit.
Also, add 2 onto that because I keep on forgetting my rage damage.
Okay.
That'll be 12. But that's my turn.
Okay. All right, Ezekiel, what do you do, sir?
Turn the wheel.
You grab a hold of the wheel and you start turning it again. And you hear a familiar cranking and thump. Right? It will take your full turn to turn the wheel in positive direction. Well, that's not fair. I gave you a bonus action. So I'll say you have a bonus action, but it really is a full action to turn that wheel. So if you have something for a bonus that doesn't require you to let go of it, you can do so.
I use that bonus action to keep turning the wheel.
No.
Could you move a little bit further away from the fire elemental?
You
Just
can
a little
move with. You can rotate with the wheel, however you'd like. All right. So I am going to need, or no, Josel, it's your turn.
I'm down.
Oh, you're down. Okay,
Yeah.
death saving throw. Sorry.
And I lose a death save because I'm on fire.
Okay.
So don't roll a nat 1, please.
Okay. Slipping tool. Okay. That brings us to you, Anika. What would you like to do?
Alright. So, 5, 10, 20. Move here. Measure, I got this, right? Yep. I will Healing Word Josel and Eldritch Blast the Elemental.
Okay.
So, boop. For Josel, you heal 9. Then for the elemental, those. Which I think both hit.
Yes, they do.
For 16.
And this one also dissipates to ash. Faye, what would you like to do? Or anything else, Anika? Do you want to move or anything?
I already did that. Just go.
Okay.
Well, don't know what we're turning the wheels for, but let's keep doing that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will keep holding Eldritch Blast in case another elemental shows up or something breaks through the door.
Okay. So you're holding Eldritch Blast for something to appear?
Yep.
All right. Well, get ready to use it. Both forges again tremble and start to shake as 2 more elementals burst forward now. And they start up, and then this starts bubbling and popping as it spews magma out of its orifices, and you start to see magma. Player. Player. Okay.
Well, that was close.
It was very close. Okay. So it's going to run through you, Lorna, doing 1d10 of damage, and it's going to turn around and attack you.
Okay.
And that's the one I fire at.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
23 and a 19 to hit.
What? No, you only get 1 attack when you hold an action.
Eldritch Blast fires 2 blasts.
Blast fires 2 instantaneously.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. 23, 19. Yeah, both hits for 24 points of damage. Okay. You do. Here's your fire damage for him passing through you, Laura. 10 points of fire damage.
Oh!
Yum.
And 16 misses and 19 misses, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then this one is going to come down here and pass through you, Josel.
No.
Awesome.
He's already on fire!
Stop. That's all you
So
have.
9.
I'm down again.
Stop, Lord.
He's on fire and dying!
All right, which ends his turn. Well, actually, no, you're dead, so I guess he would keep I guess dash up to you there, Ezekiel. It's his turn. Cronus, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I guess keep turning the wheel.
Okay. You crank it, and you feel the mechanisms move and give until you hear that familiar thud as something lands into place once more. Is there anything else, or that's your full turn? Is there anything you want to say or do that could be a free action?
I guess yell out that the wheels finally stopped. I guess. Like, did the wheel stop, or is it?
It's not stopping, but you've moved into this next place, I guess.
Yeah, no, just.
Okay. Laura, it's your turn. You take 1d10 damage for being on fire.
Okay.
8 points of fire damage.
Stop rolling so well.
I am doing really good.
I mean, I now understand that feeling of rolling really well, but like,
Cut it out.
stop.
I didn't expect Anika to pull the water chain at the very beginning and kill half my monsters. But that's good.
We kept dying.
God damn it. I hate half speed. Reckless Great Weapon Master.
Okay.
Fuck!
Ooh, it's a miss.
I'll do it again.
That's
Yes.
a hit. For, 32, 34. For 34 more points of damage.
Yep.
And you take one more d10 of fire damage. 2 more points of fire damage.
Even though I took it at the beginning of my turn?
Every time you hit him,
Oh,
or touch
yeah.
him, with a melee attack, you do an additional d10 of damage.
Cool, guys.
Okay.
Pull the chain!
Ezekiel, it is your turn.
Keep turning.
Okay. You continue to turn, and the wheel goes up into one arm, and you hear that familiar thud once more. You are going to have to pass through that guy, though. So go ahead and let's do 1d10 for passing through him. You take 1 point of fire damage, the lowest I've done all night. You are on fire, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Or let go, or let me know if you were... Okay. You are not able to make it all the way through. The damage overbears you, and you're not able to get the rotate all the way through, so I'm sorry, redact that stone falling into place. The pain's too much for you to push through. You don't lose any ground, but you don't gain any ground.
Okay.
That's a very painful 1 point. Stub your tongue.
Really? All right. All right, Joseph, you are on fire, so you still, right? So you will do another fail save.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me take a screenshot.
Oh, fuck.
I always take screenshots. I try to, because I don't want you guys to think I'm fudging these for you. Okay. That brings us back to Anika. What would you like to do, Anika?
Rinse and repeat. Healing word Josel and Eldritch Blast this way.
Okay.
There's that thing.
So 12 more points of healing for you there, Josel, and hit with the Eldritch Blast. Which one are you attacking? The one by Lorna?
No, the other one.
Okay. So
Bigger
that
face
is
got the one by Lorna.
13 more points of damage. Okay. All right, brings us to Faye. What would you like to do?
Hearing pull the chain again, I am going to... Let's see, can I get up to there? It's going to take 2 turns unless I dash. I'm going to move to there, and then I'll fire Eldritch Blast at that one.
Okay. I will say, Faye, as you approach the chain, you hear the water still rushing behind the wall. But go ahead, Eldritch Blast. Is that... Oh, that's Anika still. 17 and 14 both hit.
Good
Or
damage.
27 points of damage. Okay. Anything else?
That's me.
All right. I can't remember which gentleman rolled last, but Cronus, you let's go ahead and roll me a d3, sir. All right. Oh. All right. As the forges pop and bubble some more. Okay, another elemental erupts out of the forge to the right. Additionally, the bubble and popping causes more spots on the floor to ignite. There, map. Okay, and back to the tokens. Here we go. This one is going to attack you, Ezekiel, twice. This one is actually going to attack you, Lorna, twice. And this one is going to move over to you, Faye, and attack you twice.
Yay!
Actually, it's going to pass through you first. So here's do that for you real quick, Faye. 8 points of fire damage.
Quit rolling good on your D10s!
All right. Where's
We
fire?
might have a TPK in this room.
1, 2. Those are misses for you, Faye, because I did your D10 already was to you. Lorna, 25 and 22 hit.
Uh-huh.
Alright. For 17 points of fire damage. And then this one's for you, Ezekiel. 1, 2, 20 and 18 both hit. Shield. Okay, they both miss. The heat gets close to your face, and you react just in the nick of time to hold up. Actually, do you have to let go, or is that just verbal and spoken?
Verbal.
It's-
Oh, it's cement. Oh, crap.
I mean, here's a question. When you let go, can you just use your body to keep it where it is?
Yeah, like with how I
Try.
was doing before.
Yeah.
I would say not in this situation because this is a reaction. So
if it's a reaction, it's like
It's
wave
quick
the
thinking.
hands and then back on there.
Yeah, it'd be like a nope, nope.
Make an athletics check. Let's see. Can your body stop the thing from bulldozing you over? No, it cannot. So you release it and you just cast the shield, and then you hear that familiar thud again. Okay. Brings us to its attacks. They both missed. That brings us to. Actually, you still got to take the D10 of damage too, or did we already do that, Ezekiel?
I haven't passed
5?
through him, or has he passed through me?
You're on fire.
Okay.
So that's 5 points of burning or fire damage too. You already let go, so we're not doing that again. So Cronus, it's up to you. You're on the wheel. You've moved the wheel back into position 1 once more. Last turn.
I guess keep going.
Okay. You hear it cranking and the familiar thud. Lorna, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Gotta get rid of these fire elementals and all that shit, so I guess I'm hitting it.
Okay.
No, but it fucking caused me damage and I can't take any more. Actually, this started my turn and I'm on fire.
Yeah, sorry. 4 points of fire damage for you.
Fuck. What can I do? There's so many things! I am going to use my action to put myself out.
Okay.
Yeah, because I can't take any more fire damage. And
Okay.
I'm going to scoot over here.
Okay.
And that's all that I can do.
All right.
I have no more healing potions, so...
All right, Ezekiel, it's your turn, sir.
Push the wheel.
Okay. You do so. Make a Constitution saving throw, please. Okay. That is a 12, correct?
Yep.
Okay, you are good. You maintain your grip on the wheel. And you are able to turn the wheel again, and you are able to move the block. Again, you hear the familiar thud. You can place your token wherever you'd like on that wheel. And And it's your turn.
Yep.
Josel, it's your turn.
All right, first I
You
take
hear
fire
the-
damage.
Oh, sorry. Yep. Okay. 9 points of fire damage.
Stop.
All right. I'm going to use my action to put it out.
Okay.
Bonus action, second wind.
Okay.
So that's D10. That heals 12. And I'm going to 5, 10, 15. That's as far as I can move.
Okay. Does that end your turn?
Yep.
Anika, it's your turn.
All right. Well, no one's unconscious, so that's an improvement. Which elemental looks the least put together?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
You recall that the one that Lauren is fighting seems to have been attacked the most, or hit the most. Because it's really
Alright.
hard to tell how poor they're doing. They're not very expressive creatures.
Then I will Eldritch Blast that one twice.
Okay. Hit and hit.
For those.
And it falls to
Uh,
ashes.
Good.
Okay.
And then I will heal myself a little bit.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. That's going to bring us to Faye Balnray.
I'm going to take an attack of opportunity to get to the chain, and I'm going to pull it.
Okay. You
Oh,
pull,
shit, I should have moved.
and nothing happens. But you still hear the water behind the wall rushing.
Nothing's happening!
It's not refilled yet!
Okay. Which brings us to the fire elemental. Ezekiel, will you roll me a d3, please? All right. And another one elemental spawns out of the right forge. All right. This one is going to come down towards you, Lorna. This one's going to come after you, Faye. And this one is going to come after you, Ezekiel. All right. So first one's for you, Lorna, to hit 2 touch attacks.
Both
22
those
and
hit.
22. Just not, would 9 kill you? 9 fire damage?
Yep.
Down you, I guess you'd say. Okay. That you are down, he would use the rest of his movement then to go towards Cronus. But that uses up the rest of his turn. This one's for you, Faye. 25 and 23.
They both hit.
And I'm on fire.
You are on fire too, yes. So that's
So 22.
16, or I'm sorry, 22. You are on fire. But you no longer hear the water rushing behind the wall. Which brings us to Cronus. What would you like to do, sir?
And you
I
skip
would
the
like
fire elemental that's
to-
next to Ezekiel.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Ezekiel, there you go. 17 is the magic number, I think, right? Or are you still shielded? I don't think you're still shielded. No, that's still your
No.
turn. Okay. Are you shielding or doing anything before I roll this?
Because that turned out poorly last time.
Okay. You take 7 points of fire damage.
Well, it's until the end of your next turn.
He takes damage from the attack.
And then in my last turn, that ended when I pushed the thing again.
Oh, yeah, right.
7 points of fire damage, and then I need a con saving throw, please. Okay, you hold on to the wheel, though. Okay, that brings us back to Cronus. What would you like to do, sir?
For my action, I would like to cast darkness on my wheel.
Oh, okay. You are not going to be swinging the wheel then, okay? Does it take verbal or spoken? Like, do you have to do something with your body to cast that spell?
No.
Okay.
It says.
Oh yeah.
Well, it says
key, you don't
without
have to do
providing.
any of that stuff.
Yeah, without providing components.
Okay. The wheel is shrouded in darkness, but the wheel has not moved forward at all. That ends your turn, or is there anything else you'd like to do? Well, actually, if it doesn't take any, what is that key? Is that a bonus action? You won't be able to turn it forward if you're not going to try to push it. But
it says as an action, you can spend 2 key points. So
I'll say that's going to use your turn, or you're not going to have enough action to move the wheel, but you don't lose any action because your hands did not have to come off of the wheel. Okay. Okay, Lorna, it's your turn. Death saving throw. You fail 1, and you succeed 1 because you burn. Well, let's see if you do succeed 1, I should say.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Ezekiel, it's your turn.
Turn the wheel.
All right. You turn the wheel, and it clanks, and then finally falls into place. You feel like the wheel is not going to move forward anymore, but you've been here before. Josel, it is your turn.
How much movement do I have? Yeah, I can get right there. All right. I'm going to get over by Ezekiel, and I'm going to pat him out. Just take out the flames.
Okay.
And,
that uses your action, but he is no longer on fire.
yeah. That's pretty much all I can do. Unless I could say I use my bonus action to grab onto the wheel, not necessarily turn it.
Yeah, you could do that.
Okay.
All right, Anika, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Faye and go, you should probably do that now, however. And move here. Healing word, Lorna.
How many healing words can you cast a day?
As many as I have spell slots.
Oh shit! All right.
How many spell slots do you have?
You have a day.
I have literally used them all for healing, but I still have quite a few.
Okay. All right, so you receive, Lorna, 15 points of healing.
Oh, I'm not dead, thank God.
And then I'm going to.
You have no idea, Lorna. You have no idea.
I'm going to Eldritch Blast the one by Faye.
Okay.
For 3 points of damage.
Okay. Brings us to. Or anything else with your turn, Anika?
No,
You wanna
that's all the
move at
stuff
all?
I can. Already did.
Okay. Faye.
I moved out of the lava range.
What would you like to do with your turn, Faye?
I pull the goddamn chain.
Okay. I need strength saving throws from everyone.
Okay.
Josel, you let go of the wheel, and you're gonna. Oh my goodness. Cronus, you hold on. Ezekiel and Josel both let go. Faye, you with the script too. Anika, Lorna, and Cronus are all good. So you guys don't move 20 feet, and you do not take the damage. But Ezekiel and Josel, you both let go. Both take D10 of bludgeoning damage. So 3 points each. And you hear the clanking of the chain start to reverse and the thud of a rock once more. Let's go ahead and do the damage here for the elementals.
Also, Faye and Lorna, I don't think you're on fire anymore.
No one's on
Yes!
fire, correct? Okay, there's that. And I gotta get this guy.
But theoretically,
And is there anything else with your turn
6
there,
more times.
Faye?
That's all I can do.
Sorry, guys. Give me one second. I really gotta go to the restroom.
If Anika goes down, we're dead.
yes, y'all are.
Yeah.
Alright, Ezekiel. I also have a shield spell. Maybe if we both turn this wheel together, whenever he tries to hit us, whenever one of us casts shield, since the other person is hanging onto the wheel, it doesn't stop.
It only affects you, though.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that if when he attacks one of us, that person casts shield while the other person continues turning it.
But he would only attack the person that was pushing it.
We're both are going to be doing it.
All right.
So Faye, is your turn. Fire elementals. All right. 1d3. Another one bursts forward out of the right forge.
Did the fire elementals have to make a save and take water damage and all that?
Oh yeah. Hold on, but you're right. They did get shoved. Good call. 20 feet. Okay, and then these magma spots have been cooled off too. So let me get rid of those. All right. Here. Gem layer. Gem layer. Okay. Okay. This one is coming after you, Cronus, or he thinks it's at you. He hears you move and stuff, but he's going to be at disadvantage attacking you. This one is going to come back after you, Faye. And this one is going to go down here since you both are steering the wheel.
Oh, it wasn't that idea.
Okay. So 1 for you, 2 for you, Cronus, 2 for you, Faye, 2 for you, Josel, 2 for you, Ezekiel. So 18 and 16 both miss. Here's for you, Faye. 8 and 16 both miss. Here's for you, Josel. 11 and 13 both miss. And 11 and 11 both miss. Holy shit,
Thanks,
okay.
fuck. Thanks,
Well, that was
fuck.
anticlimactic. Cronus, it is your turn.
Alright, so do the wheels have multiple handles?
Yeah, there's multiple spokes sticking out of them.
Okay, and I would like to assume I can feel the heat of the fire elemental right next to me.
Absolutely.
Can I try to reach and pull the handle and turn it that way instead of walking around?
So you want to make it an arm workout instead of a legs workout, is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
So you don't want to move your body. Let's athletics check. Let's see. Let's see how successful you are. If that's what you'd like to try. Okay. It's definitely more difficult to do this, but you are able to keep moving the wheel, and you feel that the mechanism moves and locks into place. And you hear the thud. Well, not lock. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say lock in place. You feel it. Boom. Another thud behind the stonework. So you've turned it one more time. All right. So Lorna, it's your turn.
Fuckity fuck.
Do, 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 do.
Pretty much. Actually, we're gonna go there. And oh no, it's too far! Wait, if I was there. There instead. I can just hit it.
Okay.
I am going to throw a javelin at disadvantage. Twice.
All right.
$15 of 14.
Both hit.
Yes! 25 points of damage.
25 points against the one by Josel or the one by
The one by Josel, that's
Cronin?
only I would. Well,
Okay.
yeah,
25
Josel.
points of damage. Excellent. All right. Anything else?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, Ezekiel, sir, what would you like to do?
Push the wheel.
All right. You grab hold of the wheel one more time. Make me a con save. All right, you're not able to get the wheel to the butt, or you start turning the wheel, but you walk into the fire element until you take 10 points more damage, or 1d10. 5 points of damage, and you're not able to muster enough gusto to push through the pain to turn the wheel once anymore. The wheel makes no movement, but it does not go backwards as you hold it still. Josel, what would you like to do?
Oh, God. That second fire elemental is screwing up my plan. Alright, want to Ray of Frost this one. And then
Okay.
bonus action, I want to swing at this one with my sword.
Okay, go for it.
Alright. That one takes 12 cold.
Okay. The one to facing Ezekiel, right?
And
Oh, no, sorry, not dead. 12.
yeah, he's dead.
Okay.
And okay, that one hits for 11 slashing.
Is that weapon magical?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
And I'm gonna
anything
move
else?
up to the wheel. Yeah, I'm gonna move up to the wheel, and next turn I'm gonna try to start turning it.
Yeah, you guys are both on the wheel, but one's not able to turn at that turn. Okay, Anika, it's your turn.
She's gonna look around and go, this is really annoying. She's gonna cast slow over here and hit these two elementals with it. So I need wisdom saves from them.
Wisdom saves. Okay. Wisdom and wisdom. Fail and pass.
One passed.
The one by Ezekiel pass is going left to right. This guy is slowed by Mr. Josel. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I can do, but I will one sec. I'll give some inspiration to Faye because of where she's at. And then I'll just sort of move over here.
Okay. Alright. Action is on the fire elementals. This one.
I'm back,
You are inspired.
and I have not taken my turn.
You have not.
The wheels have not gone down at all. Alright. So these two are at you, Cronus. At this
I haven't had my
Faye.
turn.
Oh, I'm sorry, Faye. Go for it.
I don't like the one in front of me. I see everyone's catching on fire with their weapons, so that's not a good idea. It's probably the best thing we got going for us. I'll just keep doing Eldritch Blast at close range. That's the best thing I can do against these things because I do not want to light on fire. So 12 and 14.
Which ones are you shooting at?
The one in front of me.
Okay, that's a range attack, though, so it's going to be a disadvantage. So 12 and 14, the 14 hits.
All right, that's it. That's all I got.
All right. 6 points of damage. All right. So these two are for you, Cronus. These two are for you, Faye. 1 is for you, Josel, and 2 is for you, Ezekiel. Disadvantage for you, Cronus. So 23 hits, 9 misses. So that's 10 points of fire damage, and you are on fire now. Okay. This one's for you, Faye. Both of them. 1, 2, 9, and 13 both miss. And these two are, or this one is for you, Josel, because he's slowed. 26 does hit.
Shield. No. I cast it anyway. Shit.
Okay. So you're going to take 21 points of fire
Nope.
damage.
I take 15. And I'm down anyway, so it don't matter.
Okay.
My armor cancels out critical hits.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
But I'm still down.
These two are coming after you, Ezekiel. 14 is a miss. 11 is a miss. Brings us to you, Cronus. You would like to keep holding the wheel in place, or what would you like to do?
Sorry, wouldn't the fire elemental by Josel only do 1 hit?
Did.
It
he
did.
hit.
Knocked him down.
He
Yeah,
crit.
you-
Yellow one's
Oh,
not.
yeah.
He
Sorry.
automatically hits me.
I skipped 1. Yes, ignore me.
Okay.
I
So,
appreciate
what's
it, though.
You don't
Can I
feel the wheel will
attempt
turn
to-
anymore, but you're not sure if it's going to hold still if you let go. It's up to you.
All right. Can I attempt to try to like body block it while I'm patting myself out?
While you're patting yourself, you may try. You might. It would be an athletics check to try to use your weight to hold it in place while you do something else.
I am totally fine with that.
Okay, go ahead. Roll athletics. Yeah, you are able to use your weight to keep the wheel from spinning anymore, and take an action to put out the fires on yourself.
Also,
but
I need to
I'm
make
sorry. Actually, I forgot about you. Were already on fire, right?
No.
Because he hit you previously, didn't he?
Oh,
You have it one
yeah.
mark on you. So you take 3 points of fire damage. I do need a con saving throw to see if you can shoulder or hold on. You hold on to it, okay? So you're in good shape.
I also have to make one for my darkness.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and make one more con save for your darkness. Your
Yeah, you're
darkness
fine.
is good. Okay. No, you're not burning, but you're holding the wheel in place. That brings us up to you, Lorna.
Oh, fuck! You seem like you have this under control. I really don't like this,
It's like Skyborn never left.
right? Right?
I don't know. His healing would be real useful about now.
Be really useful if he drank that potion I gave him.
I did.
He did.
Oh, fuck. Oh. I'm gonna throw 2 more javelins at the
Go
one
for it.
by Josel, because that one needs to die.
Okay.
I mean, they all need to die, but... Oh no, but Faye needs to pull the thing, but it's still not... Ah.
It's not full yet.
Okay, 2 at
That
Josel.
was two rounds ago, I think, right?
13 and 18.
Both hit. And it dissolves to ash into the water. Okay.
I yell at Curtis, do you want me over there?
I am
Your
not going to
response.
make a sound because
Right.
I don't want this thing to know where I'm at.
Fair enough.
She's just kind of
Ezekiel,
waiting.
you're back on the wheel.
Keep
what was
pushing
the-
it.
All right. You're going to try to push through the fire elemental one more time?
Yeah.
Okay. I need a con save, please. You muster through. You push it through. One more time, you hear this, and the pillars actually start to recess into the ground
Oh my god.
and have lain on the ground. They no longer are having to be held by you or Cronus. That was your action, and that brings us up to Josul, who will make his first death saving throw, and he is on fire still, correct?
Yep.
Don't roll a 1.
Don't say that. Okay. It is going to then bring us to Anika. Your turn.
She's just sort of gonna mutter a little bit. Come on now. 20, 25. Okay. Dash. Then I should be close enough.
Okay.
And then I will healing word Josel. Yay. For 9.
Okay.
And
Josul,
that'll be my
you
turn.
You see 9 points of healing damage, or healing, but you are still on fire.
Yeah.
Okay, it's your turn.
Blasting the one in front of me at disadvantage.
Okay. Hit and hit. 20 points of damage. Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. The forges don't seem as violent. They still are shaking a little bit though. But you start to see the ore that was above that turn to a bright red metal, and you start to see that little drips of molten ore start falling into the forge, and then more and more as it fills up with this ore, until you start to see some of the magma, or so some of the ore trail off into little carvings in the floor and down through down below the floor work. Brings the fire elemental. This one's going to attack you, Cronus, at disadvantage, of course. This one's going to attack you, Faye, at disadvantage. And this one's going to attack you, Ezekiel. And I'm sorry, Cronus, roll me 1d3, please. All right. You see, 1. Oh, you're so close, Florida. 2. Back to the token layer. 2 more magma spots bubble out, but no more elementals seem to come out. This one's attacking you, Cronus, disadvantage. This one's you, Faye, regular, Ezekiel. Here we go. 1, 2, 7 and a 13 miss. 23 and a 19. 23 hits, Faye.
23 hits.
Okay, 8 points of fire damage. You are on fire again. Here you go, Ezekiel. 9 misses, 20 hits, I believe. For 7 more points of fire damage, and you are on fire now. Oh,
He's
you
shielded.
blocked it. Okay. No damage. You, as soon as the fire, the heat gets to your face again, you react just in time to stop it from hitting you. Cronus, it is your turn, sir. You no longer are holding the wheel. It has recessed into the ground.
All right. I would like to move up to
Okay.
right here, but stay inside my darkness,
Okay.
and that is it.
Okay. Also, I will say, Faye, you do no longer hear the water rushing behind the wall. I believe this is the 3rd round. Lorna, it is your turn.
Oh god. I am going to scoot closer to Faye. "20 feet of movement, and I'm going to throw my javelin. Not at disadvantage. Because I'm within the range.
Ooh, that's a miss, and that's a miss.
Ah, great, that's my turn.
Ezekiel, it's your turn, sir. You are no longer holding the wheel.
Put out Josel.
Okay, you use an action to put him out. He is no longer burning.
That is good.
That's it.
No bonus action or anything?
And I can't keep turning the wheel, so.
Okay. Josel, it's your turn. You are prone, but you are no longer burning, and you are alive.
All right, I stand back up.
Okay.
So the wheels aren't turning anymore?
They have recessed to the
They're-
ground and no longer rotating. You hear no.
All right.
Yep.
I want to step up, start swinging at this guy.
All right. You doing that? Hit.
16.
All right. 16 more points of slashing damage course across his burning body. You do take 2d10 worth of damage for hitting it, though.
Take how much?
2d10.
Oh. Well,
Oh my god.
guess what, guys?
Swear to God.
3 points of damage.
Well, I guess all this time when I was hitting it, I was already on fire, so it didn't really do anything. So, yeah.
I don't know if you catch on fire for hitting him. I know it's when he hits you.
Well,
I've been on fire.
It does
then
not catch you on fire if you hit him. It only catches on fire if he hits you or passes through your space.
Okay.
Okay. So have I not been taking damage this entire time whenever I attack?
Oh, have you not?
Apparently.
Doing damage whenever you guys hit them. I know Faye and Cronus have taken a time. Lorna, if you didn't, that was a mistake on my part. You should have been.
Oh,
Every
I'm down
time you-
anyway.
Yeah, every time you touch it with a melee attack, you take 1d10 damage. Anika, it's your turn.
Yeah. Get Josel back up. And then I'll Eldritch
Just
Blast
kill
the
the thing.
there.
Kill it. Just
Yeah, it
kill
didn't
it.
help if you die.
Six more points of healing to you, Josel, and 12 and 19. 12's a miss, 19's a hit.
It's for the one by those two. So
All right. It looks very bad, but it is still standing. Okay. Which is going to bring us to Faye Bonray. There is no, you do not hear any more water rushing behind that
I
wall.
pull the chain.
All right. I need strength saving throws from everyone.
I'm going down from the damage anyway.
Not if you strength save.
I'm not going to make that strength save.
You can do it.
No.
All right.
You got a fate token, don't you?
Oh.
Who are we missing? Cronus, Joseph, Faye, Anika. We're missing Lorna.
I'm here.
Strength save.
Sorry.
Cronus, Joseph. Okay. Faye, Anika, and Ezekiel, you all take 1d10 of bludgeoning damage from the water, and you get shoved 20 feet. So 6 points of damage for Anika, Ezekiel, and Faye. The rest of you take no damage, and you are not shoved. Everyone else does get shoved 10 feet as well, or 20 feet, I'm sorry. So Faye,
The
you're
fire
gonna get
elementals
shoved.
get shoved.
He does get shoved too, so you don't
So
pass
you're
the roll.
fine.
Let me see. Anika, you get shoved 20 feet. There we are. And Ezekiel, you're actually shoved into. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. You're down. Okay. So that's one failed death saving throw.
No, he's down from
Down
the.
from the shove.
Oh, thank you. Okay. All right, Faye. It's gonna bring us to your turn. I think I got everyone.
How's the fire elementals looking?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, let me do the damage for the fire elementals. Thank you. Oh, nope. That's right? All right. The one in the bottom right turns to ash. The one by you, Faye, turns to ash and falls into the water. And the one by you, Cronus, looks very, very poor.
So you can see that.
Yeah, you can't really tell.
Faye can. Faye can.
Nah. Oh yeah, Faye can't. Cronus can't.
His fire is not burning as bright as it was before. All right.
Cronus, the one next to you, looks mad.
Right. Make a stealth check, Cronus. How quiet were you when you moved away from that fire elemental? Okay. Yeah, he probably would have heard you move away from him a little bit, but he still advantage. So here we go.
I mean, I would say he did hit me, so he knew about where I was
Yeah.
originally.
So 1, 2, miss, I think, right? You're 20 AC. And that brings us to you, Cronus.
I'm gonna feel the heat, and I will just keep rotating.
Oh, there's no more. I'm sorry. You just played around, ring around the rosy. Got it. Okay, Lorna, it's your turn.
Fuck. I'm gonna run towards Cronus.
Okay. Are you dashing there? I guess.
Yeah. That's approximately 40. That's what I'm gonna use.
Okay. Ezekiel, it's your turn. Or did you want to do anything else? Or you can't do anything
I
else? right,
can't,
Lorna?
no.
Okay. Ezekiel, I'll do a death saving throw for you. It's getting to be a little bit chaotic how many death saving throws I have to keep track of. This is which death is this? Death 1, death 2. Okay. Action is going to bring us to Josel. What would you like to do, sir?
All right, seeing that it seems like things are starting to slow down, I'm going to use a healer's kit on Josel to stabilize him.
Okay, you don't have to be proficient with that, do you?
No,
Okay.
it comes with the instructions.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
it has a little pamphlet.
Proficiency
any-
just lowers the DC on it.
So, is there DC or anything you have to do with the healer's kit?
No, it just automatically stabilizes a person.
Let me
Okay.
double check that real quick because I think there is a DC you have to do.
Because that's literally the point in them.
Healer's kit.
Yeah, you need to make a wisdom medicine check. Oh, no, wait, no, that's without needing to do it. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yep, you're good. You're stabilized then with that use of that. But you are
That
don't
way,
gain any
Anika doesn't have to use a spell. She can do something else.
I was
Yeah.
literally waiting. I'm like, all right, what am I gonna do?
health. All right. Anything else with your turn, sir?
I'm going to. Would it be an action to drag Ezekiel over to a corner?
If you want to use up the rest of your turn to move him over to the corner, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. And by the rules, probably not, but you don't gain anything from that. So, Anika, what would you like to do?
I can't see the fire elemental, can I?
You can. The room is bright light.
No.
It's in darkness.
I'm at Cronus's darkness.
You can see it poking out of the fire, the darkness, definitely.
Oh, then I would like to aim for the poking out bits.
Sure, go for it. Hit and hit. All right.
15
The
total.
concussive blasts race across the room and collide into it. You see the fire not able to reform its shape and form, and eventually just the gaps become larger and larger as the flames can't replenish themselves, and it disappears to ash and melts away into the pool or into the floor water. And that's going to end combat for the moment.
Oh my
All right.
Cronus, you can end your darkness. It's dead.
Okay. All right. You clear. You still hear some pounding and banging on the wall, but it seems to the longer you guys are in this room, it seems to not be as frantic. But the room is full of ash and it is extremely hot. But there is no enemies in here at the moment, or anyone that sees you as an enemy. Faye, as you are close to the chain, you're going to start to see the green arcane particles float away from Ezekiel's book and go over to where you're at, and you're going to see. Back up over here, because apparently I didn't write on my handwritten notes.
What do I see with my elven eyes?
These are just your eyes.
I must be thinking of something. 1 second. I'm sorry. I don't want to. That's not the right room. So I'm sorry. You don't see anything particles wise, but you can go ahead and make a perception check to see if you can make out what's kind of going on with the forges now. Actually, you don't have to really make a perception. I'm sorry. You're already close. All of you, after spending some time in the room, you guys are able to tell that the ore is now melting in what seems to be descending elsewhere into the room as it falls or it goes beneath the stonework of the floor, and you can feel as it goes into the floor, and you assume as the previous designs and plans of the temple and its architecture suggest that it must be going to the final what do they call that, the actual not the what do they call the mold of whatever you're trying to forge. I know it's not called a mold in blacksmithing. I don't know what it's called in blacksmithing.
Pretty sure it is called a mold, ain't it?
It's
Is it?
mold.
Okay, I thought they called it something different. Sorry.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Okay. Is there anything that you guys would like to do in this room at this time? You currently have the Atlantean steel doors warded and locked.
Man, we would have fucking died if that wasn't out
Oh,
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I could have taken care of the Swaggins pretty quickly. However, y'all probably would have died. Yeah.
Yeah. We
Are the
need
things still
we need
bubbling?
rest.
It's got the pounding on the door has gotten quieter as longer you guys stay in the room, but you're not sure if they're there or they're just waiting or if they're gone.
Who's ready to sleep?
Fuck yeah.
I think
But-
we need it.
Let's just do.
Jozo looks over to the unconscious Ezekiel. I think he wants to sleep.
Yeah.
That's majority.
Can we just like pull this lever one more time to get rid of the rest of the fire? Or do we not want to risk it?
Not.
I don't think we can risk it.
Are the forges like bubbling out anymore, or have they settled down enough?
No, they seem to be set in motion and seem to be melting the ore as needed.
Let's sleep. Put
Yeah,
up the
I'm just
bubble.
gonna put up the hut,
Just
and I guess I'll be nice and move it over to where Ezekiel is.
I mean, I'm sure we could drag him.
It's easy.
Yeah, but a
just to
corner's
walk over.
defendable.
Yeah, corner is better.
Yeah.
All
Then I
right.
put up my bubble.
And Lorna, you need sleep. You look horrible.
Yeah, you're at the part where you're slower than me again.
No, it's okay. I'm fine.
Are you making taking a long rest or a short rest?
Ha ha.
I'm planning a long rest because weren't we in the water tunnels for like a few hours?
Yeah.
It's been a full day traveling through this floor.
Yep.
Thank.
We need it.
Also,
Do you want?
someone tomorrow has to cast water breathing.
I think we should do that
I'll
now.
cast it.
You have a
The
scroll.
one that can do it, I believe, is the one that's unconscious right
No,
now.
Faye can do it
Yeah,
too.
we got scrolls for Faye. I think we should do it now because it's probably been up to that last bit of the 24 hours, and in case something happens and this thing is flooded and the bubble drops, I don't want to drown.
That is a good idea.
Okay.
Alright, I'll cast water breathing.
Okay.
And I will sit and play some music for 10 minutes and then cast Tiny Hut.
Okay. So you all are attempting to take a long rest this evening.
Oh, thank God. And I go
Uh,
pick up all my javelins.
and I think you all passed the. I don't think anyone's poisoned anymore, so you all do get a long rest. It is dawn.
Yay.
That recharges at dawn is recharged.
Yeah.
All my luck stuff is back. All my slots are back.
Morning
Did you lose
comes.
any?
In the previous fight, we hadn't rested.
Yeah.
No, I was talking about the wand of magic missiles.
I
No.
used. Do what?
He
Not
did
today.
he used all his charges in that fight me and him were in that one room.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah. Well, and my harp recharges too.
Yep. All right. And okay. And I think that's a good stopping point. We'll pick up here. You guys have activated the forge. The ore is going elsewhere. You took a long rest as the forges are working. You come to in the morning, and the forges seem to have cooled. And the ore is you don't see the ore still going anywhere. So you are hoping that it is done. Or since right now you have no evidence of where what has happened. And that's gonna be where we end it, guys. Sorry it was late night, but I had a lot of fun with the fight. I seriously thought I was gonna have a TPK on my hands when you guys let go of the wheels, and I was like, "Oh no!"
I was like, why did you let go of the wheels?
I was like, "This is rough. I'm surely they will let go of the wheel." And it was like, "Oh no!"
Well, actually, I think what's worse is I may have come out with the most HP on that fight. And I started with like the lowest.
How was that fight wise? Was that just too frustrating to have to hold it during the whole fight? I was trying to I tried to set it for the goal was you had to get it rotated 3 times on each side, and then they would do what it did.